Anthony, how you doing?
Grab a seat. We're gonna go live in a second.
We're already live.
We're live?
Nice. Even better.
Live.
Huh?
Right, we're already live.
We're
Shouldn't
live?
pop up right now.
Let me see.
Right there. Right there. Right there.
Wait, we're live? Where?
Uploads.
Right here?
Uh-huh.
Alright. Now what am I doing?
Pause it.
Okay.
And then just share it in the Facebook group. Share it in the...
I'll share it in Masterminds.
Okay.
How do you share again from here? Oh, Facebook.
Episode... what's going on, guys? So Real Talk episode 53. Everyone, welcome. Can you guys hear us? We got Matt right here. And we got someone special right here. He's coming.
Oh, yeah?
He's coming.
Hold on. He's making me do all this other shit.
If you guys can hear us, just leave a message in the chat. Say hi or something like that.
Share. Fuck do I... Where's the share button? Okay, post. All right, shared there. Now I got to share in your group, or you doing your group?
I already did it.
All right, we're doing the Jersey group.
Everyone that's hopping on too as well, go ahead and give the video a thumbs up and share it. Let's get some people on here.
There's one group, two groups. Let me share on my page. Call center BS. Let me do one more. Should I share in the big group too? Yeah, I'll share in the big group. Merch.
Copy.
All right, I think I did it all.
The chat.
No, it's right there.
Oh, okay.
Okay, we're shared. Hey,
What's happening, people?
what's going on? Where do we see the comments?
You can't. You're gonna have to see it on your computer.
Oh, we can't see the comments?
No, you have to see it on your computer.
All right, so I could do them like this.
Yeah, there we go.
Look, there you go. All right.
As you can see, we put a lot of planning into this.
No planning, no scripting. We do scripts here in the call center. No scripting for the show.
Exactly. So we decided we wanted to have Anthony come back since he popped his head up, from where he was hiding, and give a little update on what he's been up to, what's been going on in his life since he's decided to abandon us for greener pastures.
I went dark.
He did go dark.
I had to go dark. Everybody has to understand. I caught a lot of flack too from people too. Where are the updates? I had to go dark. I had to completely remove myself because I know, what's required to do what we're doing here and how much attention and focus it takes. And also, when you start something up new, you gotta, you can't just trust that the people that you hire are going to take care of everything. You know what I mean? You gotta learn every part of the business yourself first. Number one, this way no one's ever got you by the balls, right? Because there's nothing worse than owning a business and then somebody that works for you that does something that you don't know how to do, and then you're stuck with that person, whether they're good or not, because you're afraid. You know what I mean? So that's number one. Number two, just as a business owner, you need to understand the whole process from beginning to end. So I had to really, the one thing I never learned in the last business, I never really learned the customer service and fulfillment part of the business. So I fucking immersed myself into that, and I was doing customer service myself for 3 months, talking to customers, and they're like, "You're the owner of the company, you're on the phone with me." I'm like, "Yeah, I want to know exactly how customers are reacting. I want to know how I can help you." So it was a good learning experience for me to do it, but it was fucking nuts, dude. My phone was ringing off the hook on the weekends, but that's what was required to get this going. But I do miss it, and I'm excited to start the content again. I'm not going to do it like last time where I was doing 5 shows a week. And then I had Junior and this and that. Maybe one day if it makes financial sense to do that, I'll do it. But, the last time I did it, in all fairness, I love doing the show and having fun, but there also has to be an end game too. You know what I mean? I wasn't going to do the fucking Gary V thing. Don't worry, just keep doing it. And eventually I'm like, no, there's no eventually here, dude. Yeah. It has to make sense for me to do it. Not just like what I do, but it has to make financial sense. And I feel like what I'm going to be doing now, will have just as much fun, but also lead to me, bringing in revenue for the company and, helping us out too.
For sure.
Yeah. So we're in Seattle, guys, at the conference, merch conference. And you were talking about this. It was a pretty good conversation. We're having drinks at the little bar after.
Oh, after we heard you had some drinks.
Yeah. You had a couple drinks.
Oh,
I saw that. Well, I left, and then I saw the picture at the end of the night.
Man, I got pretty messed up.
You did a lot of shots.
Yeah, I did. But I was eating like salads and shit throughout the day.
Blame it on the food.
Yeah,
Yeah.
don't blame it on the fucking 15 shots of Patron. It was the salad.
If I had like 10 tacos, it would never happen. It would never happen. But yeah. So you're actually basically you're just growing everything. You're basically what you're explaining. You're growing everything all over again in a way.
Yeah.
Kind of just
So we partnered up with Brian and Pat out here. Pat's back there, and
Where's Pat?
Pat's over here. And then you guys know Kevin, obviously, and we've been we decided to build it out here because we're moving out here. We'll be out here full time in June. We have an apartment out here right now, so we rented an apartment. So me, Kevin, and Pat have an apartment right across the street from the Anaheim Angel Stadium. Sick fucking pad.
Bachelor pad.
Yeah, real nice. No bachelor pad. Just a place to rest.
Yeah.
But it's a real nice place. It has 4 pools, 4 gyms. So at least it's somewhere.
Yep.
We were coming out here and spending like $1,000 a week on a hotel. I was like, why the fuck? Just get a fucking place. You know what I mean? So we got the place now, which is nice. And we're just grinding. It's fucking tough. It's tough. I don't care what all these people come on, all these influencers, this and that. They all make it seem like it's just easy. And I'm going to tell you, it's fucking not at all. All right. Don't believe that bullshit. It's a grind. It's all day. It's all night. I mean, it's no different than what everybody does in merch, right? I mean, a lot of the community, I will say, just from the last 2 years and knowing a lot of you, fucking grind. I mean, it's everybody's putting in like the man hours, the uploads, this and that, the marketing. It's just taking those man hours and applying them to something that's, better for me, but yet a lot more riskier. It takes a lot of balls. I mean, we started back in June and now we have, how many employees do we have? About 20?
Yeah, 20.
Yeah, we got 20 people on payroll now from 0 7 months ago. We did payroll today, which is every other week. What was payroll?
36 grand.
Okay. So, starting 7 months ago with nobody, with just us 4 trying to figure out what we're going to sell, to 7 months later, 20 employees and having a payroll every other week of fucking $35,000. It's ballsy and risky. It's the right thing to do if you want to build a big business, but it's, it shit's, you gotta really, you gotta fucking not be afraid to put your balls on the table. Anything can happen any day and shut down the whole shit too. That's just the way this business works.
What's Grant Cardone say? Like raise that level, kind of raise that line or something like that. He talks about that. Like if you're not raising that line consistently, like every single month or every single day, you're not doing something right.
Yeah, it's in this business, in the call center business, it's like I showed you. Like last week, we fired off and we probably had the best week that we had so far. We did like 75 sales, did like 30K in revenue. And then this week, it's been shitty. We did like 6, 5, and 10. So we're at 60. We're at 21 deals going into Thursday. We did 74 last week, right? And it's just a part of this business where you have to just continue to motivate these guys, have positive talks. And sometimes you have the best positive meeting you could have. We had a great fucking meeting yesterday morning, and then we shit the day anyway. You know what I mean? Like it's, so it's like, but if you don't constantly do that and motivate them and, like it could easily, like it's every day's a new day over here. What happened yesterday means nothing today in this kind of business. Every day's a new day, new sales to be made, new revenue, and you need the revenue to come in. What happened? I'll tell you something that happened 3 weeks ago. 3 weeks ago, we were, there's a lot of churn in this business. People, like I told you before, people start and they quit. They start and they quit, and you're wasting money on training and payroll. So, you have to constantly be recruiting at all times. You got to have ads out. So we kind of took our eye off the ball because we had 9 guys in the office. They were all seemed like we had a pretty good core. All right, we're kind of good right now. We don't need to be recruiting so hard. And all of a sudden, 4 guys quit in 2 days. Right. All of a sudden now there's only 5 guys out there.
Right. And
there's 18 seats. How do you think those 5 guys feel being in an empty room? And yesterday was loud and now it's quiet.
Right.
And they're looking, they're on the phones. They're looking around like, fuck, what's going on here? There's nobody here. Everybody's quitting. They start doubting us, the leadership. Like, what are they doing? Why are these guys leaving? You know what I mean? And I'm like, fuck. And then we scrambled and we fucking put a bunch of ads out. We hired like 10 people. And then we had a meeting, say, look, another learning thing that we just learned here. Never take our eye off of recruiting. You know what I mean? Because that's what could fucking happen. that fast. You got to constantly be recruiting in new people because that could be the detriment of your company. Just like in 1 week, that could happen. So it's like you got to keep your eye on the ball at all fucking times, every part of the business, you know? So like I said, it's not fucking easy. It's worth it in the end, you know, but it's not easy at all. And there's 4 of us running the business, and it requires all 4 of us to run this thing the right way, between the marketing, the data, the dialer, and compliance, and customer service, and sales manager, and scripts, and, you know, merchant accounts. And there's just so many parts of the business that have to all work together for it to fucking make a lot of money, you know?
Yeah, welcome to a real business.
Welcome to a real business. I'm not saying merch is not a real business, but
no, but even like Amazon FBA, right? Like it's a totally different system, right? Like
totally.
Part of the reason you pay the fees to Amazon is you basically move a lot of that stuff off of your books onto Amazon's books.
Yeah, yeah. You know, and actually about the Amazon, what is that? Haha, Christine. I think that's it. Yeah, she's gone. Thank God she's gone. Actually, what I did was. What's up, everybody? I know everybody's saying what's up and hello. This guy gives me anxiety. Look, Zach.
Zach and Jay, what's up, man?
Hello, what's up, everybody? Hello. We just started talking. We didn't even say hello to anybody. I'm sure we will. But you guys know, remember Leona from our group. You know, Leona is somebody that's been a part of the group for a while, right since the beginning. And you know, I trusted her, and I brought her in. At first, I brought her in to run the merch business. I didn't want to let it die. I brought her in for that, and she's too talented just to do that alone. So I worked her into FBA, and now she's running my entire operation from home in Rhode Island. She's a beast. The work ethic is amazing. 18 hours a day grinding. Really cares about the business like it's her own. She's actually a partner in the business. I worked her in on a piece, so she's incentivized to grow the business. And it was one of the best decisions that we could have made. Me and Kevin couldn't be happier. We know it's in good hands. When we move out here, we know that it's going to continue to grow, you know, because she's, you know, more than capable to do it. And that was a big, big move for us to trust somebody to run the whole operation.
For sure.
You know?
Look, we ain't got no thumbs down. People like you, man.
No thumbs down yet?
Yeah.
All right, that's good.
That's good. No, also too, so are you going to do this content that you're going to be putting out weekly? Are you going to be putting it out on your old YouTube channel, or how are you going to do that? Is this a whole new thing, or what are you going to do? I think you should work it into your old YouTube channel. And just start like a different, you can actually like put it in categories.
You don't think it'll look all fucked up? I thought about that.
You're actually getting like, I went back and looked at your YouTube channel. You look like you're getting some people, some views and everything's like.
Yeah, I thought about like the Facebook, obviously that I wasn't going to use the same Facebook stuff because that's a very Amazon merch related. You know what I mean? So that's why I made the new call center BS page. If you guys didn't see it yet. But the YouTube, I've been teetering about what I should do with it because there's a couple thousand subscribers there already, you know?
Just do it. They'll sort it out. It looks better anyways when you're starting out because you're going to have the sub numbers. Like the people that want to be there are going to stay. The people that don't.
But I have to change the banner out and everything at least.
That's simple. That's simple.
Fuck it.
Simple. Yeah.
Use the same channel, you think?
Yeah. Use the same channel. What's the name on it? It's not your personal
Birch Empire.
Birch Empire. Okay.
Yeah. I have to change it all out.
Pretty sure you can change that.
Yeah.
You
can.
Can.
You can edit the name and do it.
I think you can. It's just that people are like, I'm subscribed to this channel. Who the fuck is? What is this?
I think
people are subscribing to see you. They're still gonna watch.
What's up, Amber?
They wanna see you. So I think that's kind of a big thing too. So down below.
You just convinced me. I'm gonna use the same channel. Yeah. What else should I do, RJ? You're the content guy now. I've been out of the game.
Down below, guys, in the description, we're gonna actually put Anthony's YouTube channel. If you guys haven't subscribed to that, I don't see where you guys been. If you guys haven't subscribed to that, so yeah, check his channel out and stuff.
Call Center BS. We have a website now too. The reason why it's Call Center BS is Brian had this name, Call Center Business Solutions, and then he bought the domain Call Center BS.
Yep.
And he told me like 6 months ago about it. I'm like, dude, that's a great name for like a content play around call centers. And then I think it was about 3 weeks ago. You know, I've removed myself from a lot of the in the business stuff, customer service is I'm not doing that shit no more. I'm working on more bigger stuff. And he's like, dude, I think it's time to start doing it again. You know? And I was like, yeah, fuck it, let's do it. And then I called Brian about Call Center BS, and then we just started changing shit up. I was like, all right, let's start doing it. So we're gonna go back on air next week. I got the podcast ready to go too. Podcast once a week, live show once a week, and then we'll start from there. I'm not going to get fucking silly.
Podcast going to be separate than the show? Or
yeah. Separate podcast, separate show. I'll commit to that once a week for now. See how it goes.
It's but perfect room for the podcast.
We're going to do some driving.
I got a guy for you too.
Maybe do some throwbacks.
I got a guy for you too.
What do you got?
Podcast. I can't say it over here. Come on.
Call center guy?
No, for the podcast. To edit the podcast. I'm just kidding, guys. Some guy on Fiverr. You can.
Yeah, let me know because I don't want to do that shit myself.
Yeah,
I'm not doing that.
Yeah.
I just want to do the show, and then that's it. I don't want to do the editing, and that was so much work.
Yeah.
You do it all yourself, right?
I've been, but I have a guy. I've been learning a little bit more, but I have a guy that's been doing it for me, not consistently. Sorry, my bad. But he's been.
You guys missed the vaping.
There goes a thumbs down now.
I'm still good. I got 2 thumbs down because of the vape. Come on. What the fuck? I missed the Starbucks drives. Should we start doing it again? Bunch of BS. Yeah, lives again. It's gonna be fun. I'm gonna, it's not gonna be just it's gonna be for everybody. It's gonna be a lot of the same stuff we used to talk about, mindset and building businesses and marketing, stuff like that. But I will start talking a lot about call center stuff. And it's a very interesting industry too, if you don't know a lot about it. And there's a lot to talk about because there's so many parts, but there's also just, once I start talking about it, you'll start recognizing all the calls that you've gotten over the years for the different campaigns that actually make a lot of money for a lot of companies, like home security or auto warranty or your credit card, lowering your credit card rates, or Google.
The first time I met Anthony, I told him I fucking hate you because I found out he was responsible for these goddamn calls I get daily. Please let us help you claim your Google listing. We're calling from Google to verify your Google
that's
listing.
not what we said.
Yeah, but still, God. Daily, we get those calls. It's so fucking annoying.
So we're actually in Anaheim right now in the office. They actually have a bell in here.
We'll ring the bell. Ring it hard, though.
Ring it hard. Okay.
When somebody does a deal, they get up, they ring the bell, everybody claps. They're pretty loud bell, too. Ring it hard. Sounds like a trolley. Sounds like a trolley. You close the deal? Sounds like a trolley. Yeah.
And then also too, they have some pretty cool perks too. Like what kind of you do like a little laptop that you're gonna give away too as well over there.
Yeah, we did a flat screen TV giveaway, and Carlos won the flat screen TV. We did that. That was over a 30-day period.
It's 30-day period every month.
Yeah, and now we have a bonus contest going on right now for a laptop. What kind of laptop is it?
It's one of 2-in-1 Dell laptops, a flip screen where you can have it like an iPad.
Yeah, and then we do all kinds of stuff to try to motivate them. Even like this morning, like, all right, guys, listen, let's go. First 3 deals of the day, gets $20 each cash. Let's go, and then you put the cash on the table, and we do little things like that. Weekly bonuses, and you guys.
If you guys have employees or VAs, like, you should incorporate that. Like, start doing that. Like, you figure out ways to incentivize people to put out better work. Like, it's amazing what happens. Your employees like it; they enjoy like getting that extra money. Plus, it motivates them, get some competition going between them, like to win the prize.
Yeah, we were just talking about putting some kind of spiffs in for the customer service girls too, to reach their goals too. Yeah, I mean, if you could run a company where everybody in the company is somewhat incentivized to perform and work harder, that's an awesome thing to do. Because a lot of employees from most companies, they're not incentivized to do their job 100%. They're just looking at the fucking
They're
clock.
doing well enough to get paid.
They just want to take their check home. They're not going to go above and beyond. They're not going to stay late. They're not going to come early if they're not getting compensated for it. Yep. So yeah, that's something that we'd like to do, not just with sales. A lot of times in companies like this, you focus so much on sales, and it's not just about sales.
Trying to get someone a job now. You got paid vacation too, or what? What's up?
Paid vacation? What do you think this is? We're fucking paid vacation. We're not doing no paid vacations here. You're not here. You don't make sales. You don't make no money, dude. This is sales. But the nice part about this kind of business is that it's not the corporate world where like, if they don't make money, I'm not making money.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's in our best interest for these guys to make a lot of money. I tell these guys all the time, like my upsell guy, I'm like, bro, I want you to make $2,000 a week. Do you understand that? I'm like, that's not me giving you money. You're making me money. You understand? I'm like, I want you to make $3. I want you to make as much as you can make. The more money you make, the more I make. We're in this together. Yeah. It's not me against you. It's not me to make all the money. You're not making money. I only make what you make. So you got to make money. You got to close fucking deals.
What's the little strategy? We have what's the little strategy that you do?
Betty.
Damn, what is it? We go by the little form, like the sales strategy. What is that called?
The what?
The
script.
The script. Yeah. How long did it take you guys to figure that out?
Oh, good God! You don't even want to talk about the script.
Yeah.
Let's talk about the script.
It took a while to dial in. I mean, Brian's really the Kevin's pretty good too with the scripts, but I mean, we must have changed it.
I have it marked down. I think we're at revision 87. Okay. Brian and I have come out, like, we'd have a script. We're like, you know what? We listen to everything. It's all wrong. We go through, we'd stay here till 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock in the morning, reading the script back, going over it again, retyping it again. I mean, how many times you have to make sure that it's right? And these little words make all the difference. Like some people can say, hey, look, you can't put this word here. You need to put it back. You just have to keep going until it's ironed out.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Even the close, you know, like when you get to the close, there's a very tactical way to ask for the credit card without getting pushback. You know what I mean? So it's every little word in a script is very psychological to get, you know, to get yes responses and get them in the buy-in mode. You ask questions that you know they're going to answer yes to, so they get used to saying yes. So when they get to the end, they're going to say yes when you ask for the visa. You know what I mean? There's like little stupid tricks like that throughout that they don't realize that's happening to them. You know, because the way, hey, what's up, Young? I'll write a script for you guys. What fucking script are you gonna write for us? It's gonna be the worst converting script of all time.
Angry Asian just yelling on the phone.
Wait, I was saying something. I forgot what it was. I lost my train of thought.
About the script.
I don't know.
And what you're saying and not getting like people don't want to be sold over the phone.
No. I had one of my better sales guys years ago that used to work for us. He used to call it that they're under the ether, right? So when you're on the phone with them and you're selling them and they're buying what you're selling, it's like they're under the ether and they're ready to buy. But if you hang up that phone and they go, listen, call me back tomorrow or call me back next week, I'll talk to my partner. As soon as they hang up that phone, you know, that ether wears off. You know what I mean? And all they think about is, you know what, it looks good, but I don't want to spend $500 today. I don't want to spend $1,000 today. You know, and then the chances of you getting that sale, like we you know, we're always hammering our guys about stop doing the follow-ups. You know what I mean? You got to get them on the one call close because the closing ratio goes down to like, you know, 3%.
Yeah, a chance to fucking think it over and just
they duck your calls. You know what I mean? They you can't. You got to get them right then and there. Very rarely do you get that many follow-ups. Most of them are one call closes.
Ron's in here. What's up, Ron? What's going on,
What's
man?
up, Ron? Do you still have your closer? Yeah. So we have a under the ether. What's up, Matt? Yeah, we have this. Actually, he's one of Pat's friends. He's probably one of the best sales guys that's ever worked for me. I mean, he's just a fucking beast. And we had to steal him away from another. What was he selling? Solar?
Solar.
He was selling solar, and we had to steal him away and give him a pretty nice guaranteed money and perks and vacations for him. We had to do that just to get him from the other floor. And he runs the sales. So he's all day. He's just listening to people's phone calls, and then they have flags. So they have a red flag, you know. So that means that once they're in a phone call and they feel like it might be going south, they hold up the flag, and then Mark comes over, grabs the headset. Hey, I'm the manager. I was listening to the phone call, and he takes over. It's a TL, it's takeover. He takes over the call, and then he closes them. And he does that. Half of the deals every day are from him TOing the calls. You know, so the closer model is like you need to have a closer model in the call center. Who puts them under the laughing gas? We do. If we called you, you'd be under the ether too. You'll give us your credit card. It's a Visa, right? That starts with a 4. I'm ready when you are. We call that the TO. Yeah, the TO, exactly, the takeover. So it's been a lot of fun jumping back. I'll tell you this, that I will never get out of this industry ever again. You know, this is an industry where if you hit it right, you can make a lot of money. You know, I know so many other call center guys who, you know, you don't have to be the smartest guy in the world. The one thing you have to have is the work ethic, though. It's a grind. If you don't have that, forget it.
That's the truth about any business, though, man. Like, if you're going to be successful in any business, like successful, I'm not talking just fucking make some money. Like, if you're going to be successful, you got to have fucking work ethic.
You do, man. I barely watch TV. You know, even when I'm home at night, you know, I'm always thinking about business and researching stuff and listening to audiobooks. You know, which is tough. It's just so much you could digest, and you know, you gotta do it all.
Busting RJ's balls on the way over here, and RJ's like, "I could be learning something right now." Anthony's like, "Audible," and I'm like, "Yeah, I'm listening to something right now."
I was in the car listening to Mariah Carey.
Mariah Carey. Yeah, no, you got. I'm listening to the David Goggins book right now. Can't Hurt Me.
I got that. I need to listen. I'm going through another one right now, though.
So we listening right now.
I'm listening to This Is Marketing by Seth Godin. It's really.
He's
good.
Great.
He's fucking.
I got like 20 books that I've downloaded so many that I have to just get to. It's just making the time to do it. I try to do it in the car.
That's what's nice. Like when you're in the car, you're not doing anything else, especially out here. You're stuck in fucking traffic.
Yeah.
You take advantage of it.
I tried doing it in the gym and I can't do it.
I can't either.
I need to fucking hear like boom, boom. I need to hear like fucking loud and get me motivated. I can't focus on it, you know? So I have to do it whenever I have spare time. you know, but it's important. It's
Yeah.
I was telling Pat this morning, it's very, very important. What did I say this morning, Pat, in the car?
10 minutes a day.
Yeah, it's just 10 minutes a day. You know what I mean? Like we were listening to like, you know, 95.5 or whatever. He's a beast, right? What's up, Joe? You know, even 10 minutes a day, just commit to doing 10 minutes a day of it and you'll start getting through books and you start hearing shit. Like I was using an analogy that he used in his book today on the sales floor. Which is actually something I never heard before. He was talking about, you know, how if you work out a lot, that you start getting calluses on your hands, right? And then you're, you know, eventually those calluses are just worn in there and they ain't never going nowhere because your hand's been grinding for so long, lifting weights. And then he talked about how you have to callous your mind, right? For mindset. That's how you have to look at these, and you want to have this in your mind. You want your head so used to the grind and the mental warfare that it's not going to let any doubts get into your head and penetrate you, that you have to callous your mind too. And it's like that, like it struck a chord with me, you know, and I was telling these guys, I don't know if they fucking understood what I was talking about, but
you guys should just literally just take that interview he did with Joe Rogan last year,
yeah,
and just put that on loop. Like literally, like that's how they have to start their morning. You gotta watch 10 minutes of Goggins.
He's a beast,
dude. That interview was insane. Like you watch that interview and you're just like pumped. I'm like, I'm gonna go run through a fucking wall right now.
Who is it? Was it
David Goggins? He's a former Navy SEAL.
Oh, the black guy.
Yeah,
you can say that.
When you listen to the audiobook, it starts when he was a kid.
Yeah,
you got to hear
what.
I mean, you got to hear how fucked up his family was growing up. His father was a psychopath. When you hear his father ran a prostitution ring around a roller skating rink, beat the piss out of his mother, his kid. It was so bad, bro. Putting a gun to his little kid's head at 6 years old. I mean, like really fucked up shit. And to see that where he is now, growing up like that, just shows you that, you know, no matter what circumstances you have, like there's people who are a lot worse. That got a lot further.
This is a guy, like, just for anybody that doesn't know, like, this is a guy who was like 350 pounds and like going nowhere, realized it one day, like, my life fucking sucks. I'm not going anywhere, and decided I want to be a fucking Navy SEAL, and then fucking did it,
but fucking had to go through Hell Week 3 times, broke his fucking, busted his knees. I mean, the whole thing is just insane.
Said if you listen to music when you're working out, that's cheating. What's your thoughts on that?
If you listen to music while you're working out, that's cheating? Why?
That's what he said.
Because he's all about like that process, going through the pain and the suffering.
Oh, is that what he says?
Yeah.
I didn't hear that in the audiobook.
It might not be in the audiobook. He said it on the Rogan interview.
Yeah, I'm not going to agree with him. Everything else, I agree with him. I need my fucking music on. I don't talk to nobody. I put my headset on. I don't talk to nobody and just do my thing. That's my time to just lift and just like, you know, I think about business while I'm listening to music. That's my time, my alone time.
Yeah.
So let's talk about mindset a little bit, right? Like,
yeah,
where's your mindset right now in terms of like you want to build a big business, right? So like parts of building a big business are you need to have the foundation, you need to make sure everything's in its place. Like, part of that's the mindset too, though, right? Like understanding that like there's gonna be ups and fucking downs. Like this week, you guys had a shitty fucking week of sales. Last week was great. Like, how do you prepare yourself every day to deal with that? Because that's the same thing with merch, right? Like merch is the same way. You're gonna have ups and fucking downs. You're gonna have a great December. January comes around and maybe the brakes get hit. And
more of like a morning thing. Like, what do you do to start, like, help you with your mindset in the morning? Like that's something that starts like right in the morning, right? Like, what gets you going? I
mean, you know, like I've done this a couple of times now. You know, like I've been bankrupt, foreclosure. You know, mortgage business crumbled, and you know, like I've gone through this a couple of times that I know what I'm getting into. Like when me and Kevin decided to get back in the call center, like we knew. Like, and they were like, all right, bro, you ready? You ready to not make money for a year? Like, are you ready to grind it out now and not fucking make money for another year? We got money coming in from Amazon, but you know how this is going to go. Like, we know. We've done it enough. We know what's ahead. We know how hard it's going to be. We know we're going to be fucking eating shit for a while. But we also know that in the end, you know, once it's right, all of a sudden you go from, like, not making money to making a lot of money fast. All of a sudden it's like, holy shit, there's just fucking money coming in. The residual now is up to fucking $100,000 a month. I got to know where it just happens. You know, like we just started doing the reoccurring revenue part of it only 2 months ago, and already we have like, you know, 12,000-14,000 a month coming in on in just reoccurring revenue subscription for the SEO product that we sell, and then that'll double now every month. So all of a sudden 12, 24, 36. Next thing you know, it's at 100. You know, when we had the last business, we had it up to $500,000 a month in reoccurring revenue. It was fucking nuts. You know, and we haven't put a person in that business in 2 years, and there's still $70,000 a month coming in. So thank God we did that thank God we built the Amazon FBA business because, you know, that money is where we're not making money yet with the call center. You know, like we told you, payroll was 36,000. You know what I mean? Every other week. Think about that. How fast that happens from zero to that.
You mean it's not like merch where you just start up one day and then you make 10,000?
No. It's not like that. You know, it's not like that. But now, you know,
I'm being facetious, guys. Nobody starts off in merch that way either. So like when you post, like I've posted 10 shirts and it's been a week and I haven't made a sale. Like that's real fucking life. Like that's the way it works.
Yeah. But you know, with this business that you want to get the fixed expenses all covered, and then after that, it's just really sales, fueling the sales and paying sales guys. So you know, all the fixed expenses are paid, meaning this, that, rent, marketing, overhead, customer service girls, like all the fixed expenses are paid. So now anything moving forward now is going to be now just profits that are starting to go from this to this to this to this to this, you know. And as far as like the morning thing, you know, I don't have a morning routine, but it's funny that you actually brought this up because I don't have a morning routine.
It's some water, shot of coffee. What do you do? As soon as you get
hold
up,
on. First thing I do is I drink a whole bottle of water immediately. One of those, like a regular. I'll down the whole bottle right away because I'm trying to drink a gallon of water a day. So I do that first, and I will go to the gym, and that will wake me up. But you know, I know that, you know, a lot of successful people have morning routines, right? So what I tried to do about 6 months ago, I tried to start meditating, right? The app Headspace, have you heard that?
Yeah.
Right. So I started following that and doing the meditating in the morning, and I can't fucking do it, bro.
That doesn't surprise me.
I put it on.
Thoughts in your head, fucking just in real life.
30 seconds into the guy talking to me, I'm thinking about all kinds of other shit. Like I cannot get my head into space. So I stopped and I was like, I got to do something. And then you ever hear the book Tools of the Titans?
Yeah.
The Tim Ferriss book. I have that book on my coffee table, and I open up here and there. It's a great book because I highly recommend that book, by the way, because it's a book.
It's all in sections. It looks intimidating because it's gigantic.
It's a big book,
but it's not meant to be read that way.
No, he interviews the most successful people in the world, and it's like 4 pages on each guy about what their morning routine. A lot of them is what their morning routine is, you know, how they go about business, what's the one most important thing that you whatever shit like that. So I got to somebody's. I don't know who it was I was reading about, some successful guy. I think he was like one of the higher guys at Google, and he talked about how, you know, like just you don't have to have this long, elaborate morning routine. Just start somewhere. Just do something, you know what I mean? And I was like, you know, he's right. So then this is actually maybe 3 weeks ago. I read that. I was like, he's right. Let me just do something. So I have a little whiteboard on my fridge, and I wrote 10 deep breaths and 10 push-ups just to start something. So now what I've been doing for 3 weeks, I get up, have a bottle of water, I do 10 deep, slow breaths, and then I do 10 push-ups, and I get my shit, and I go to the gym. So it's not anything but it's just to start developing a good habit, and maybe I'll expand that and do a little more. You know what I mean?
Right.
I heard something about that, about having 8 deep breaths. I think they believe that like in Japan or something. It actually clears your head. It starts to clear your head. They say do 1. That don't do shit.
Maybe it's a Japanese thing.
I don't know. I heard something about that, but no, I'm being serious. So
it works.
Are you like a breakfast person? Like you eat breakfast in the morning? Like
I was doing the intermittent fasting for a while. I did it for like 6 months where I didn't start eating until 2 o'clock. And then after a while, I didn't see different results as if like some people use it and they claim like they get shredded. You know, I was doing it for that reason. And I didn't see really that much of a difference with my body by doing that. Yeah. Meanwhile, I'm starving every day by fucking 2 o'clock. So I stopped. So now I go to the gym, come back, and then I'll have breakfast. I've been eating. You ever have the Vans protein waffles?
No.
Oh, they're awesome. 4 of those with some sugar-free syrup. I got some in the freezer. I'll give you a couple samples. I'll send you my affiliate link on Amazon.
I'm hungry right now. Where we're gonna eat after this, anyways.
That's Pat's job.
All right, where are we gonna eat?
Where we eat at?
You guys, I know where you want to eat.
We tried
50-50 burger.
What's that?
That's pretty good.
50-50 burger. You went last time.
I thought he was gonna take us to the sushi.
50% ground beef, 50% ground bacon.
No, I don't want that. The worst. He's the worst.
I thought you were gonna take us to eat sushi at the strip club.
Oh,
that's why RJ was asking for the business card earlier.
Yeah.
Of course, Kevin calls in the middle of the show. He knows we're on. Yeah, you got to pick somewhere good to eat.
Yeah, you got to tell me what you want to eat. That's what it always comes down to. Yeah, no, it's always anything. And I just said 50-50 burger. No, I don't want that.
Somewhere where there's healthy options.
So
We're going to go to a fish place.
A fish place?
Yeah.
What, the marketplace?
We can go to the marketplace. We can go. There's another fish house over here. You want some really good lobster?
You want
really good lobster?
What do you want to
house?
eat? I don't want lobster.
You and Patrick, you always hang out this late all the time?
Oh, here at the office?
Yeah.
We usually stay. Yeah, we stop sales at 4. We start at 7 a.m. You know, so we're here early. We're here at 6:30, and then we usually stay till like 6, 7 o'clock. You know, because during the day it's so fucking nonstop. Guys walking in and out of here. He's helping out with sales, shit going on, and then we stay here and do some extra shit. So yeah, we're putting in the time required.
Did you am I allowed to ask this? Have you had to fire anybody?
Have we
get
had
into
to
it? Get into it with somebody and fire them?
No, right? Is there any,
No, they quit before that happened.
yeah.
Okay.
There was one close call on the floor that was actually going to be a little bit of the brawl, and a guy came into the office. He's like, "This guy's going to beat me up. I'm just going to quit right now and bye."
Who was that?
Oh, I don't remember the guy's name.
We've already went through so many people in 8 months.
Yeah.
We've had to have already fired like 40 people. It's just the way this business is, dude.
Yeah,
It's just
it's
fucking
constant.
nonstop churn, you know?
Lobster is good in Cali.
Better than getting crabs in Jersey. I don't know what I want to eat. Pick something good, Pat.
I'll find something. There's
Yeah.
plenty of options.
So
call center BS, YouTube, Facebook. It's on Instagram already.
it's on
I tagged it in my
Instagram.
stories today.
Callcenterbs.com
Right now,
is the site.
Instagram is pretty big right now. Everybody's playing. Pay attention to this. Everybody's playing Follow the Leader right now. Everybody's going to Instagram. What's going to be what's next?
What's the next platform?
What's the next platform? Because remember, everybody was on Facebook at one time. Now everybody's playing Follow the Leader and going to Instagram. Something's going to happen. The algorithm's going to mess up. What are they going to do? This is what Gary Vee's doing right now.
Didn't they already make a change Instagram recently and like the algorithm got messed up?
They fixed that and went back to the old one again. But Gary Vee's right now, he's going to go all into Facebook this year because everybody's going to Instagram.
He's gonna go into Facebook.
More Facebook.
More
The
Facebook.
reason being because everybody's over here paying attention to this, like how they're doing it. You know what I mean? Because
Mhm.
everybody's running ads right now to Facebook. But now everybody seems like this year everybody's running ads on Instagram.
So
it's
there
gonna
you
get-
are. If you watch
yeah,
your feed, you're seeing like
it's going crazy on
something
Instagram right now. So what's
It's not
what's
stop.
next?
Yeah, but didn't Facebook make a change to also the algorithm where even with your pages, not people aren't all getting
You don't
notified?
get the organic reach that you did, but it doesn't matter. Like the paid reach is what you care about. Like
Yeah.
you actually
You know what he said also too with LinkedIn, that you're getting the organic reach that Facebook used to give
Kevin's talking a lot
3
about
years
LinkedIn
ago,
actually
4 years
lately.
ago.
There's a lot of content being pumped out on there.
Yeah, it is.
Long-
long
there's a lot
form
of
written content.
So-
like it indexes really crazy.
Long form written
written
content.
content. Because
Yeah.
people are like, they're in an office, they don't like have the ability to just turn on a fucking video, but they can sit there and read through whatever your post is.
Pinterest. Not for
Not
call
for
center.
Yeah.
I don't think so. No.
How to close your next 5 clients.
Yeah. No, I'm not going to do Pinterest for the call center stuff, but I'm psyched to do it though. I'm pumped again. You know, I had so much fun doing it. I didn't want to stop doing it.
Mhm.
It just didn't make any fucking sense anymore to me.
Well, even better, he's going to be out in Orange County in June, right? Like that's the D date.
Yeah, I mean, the kids get out of school. I think June like 15th. So, is BSing a must to succeed sales, or can you still make money being transparent and honest? We don't BS. We don't BS.
I think that's the biggest thing that you pointed out to me is what you guys are doing compared to what you guys were doing before is like you're not cutting corners. Like you're like building a real business. You want to have recurring revenue, so you need to make sure that you have like you're providing a service that somebody actually fucking wants.
Yeah,
Like-
you got it these days. If you're gonna run BSC campaigns or scammy campaigns, you know that happens all the time in the telemarketing business, but they're short-lived campaigns. So you could play that game in this industry. You could play that game where you run something for a year and you go on to the next and the next and just make it a cash cow kind of game. You could do that, or you could build a real sustainable. I'll give you an example. You know, like it's tough to control when you got 10, 12 guys on the phones. they're just trying to make a sale and put money in their pocket, right? So they're gonna, if you let loose on the reins a little bit, they're gonna, say things they shouldn't say to get the sale and overpromise expectations for the customer. So, we knew that was starting to happen a little bit, just hearing customers say, oh, well, this guy told me this guy told me that. So now we had to put compliance in place. So now we hired somebody overseas to listen to all the sales phone calls, and there's a list of 20 things that they can't say. And if one of those things was said on the call, the sale is null and void and they don't get paid a commission. And these are the things you got to do. Otherwise it's not worth a sale and then getting complaints, because that's how this whole business works. It's if you get enough complaints to the attorney general, then they start looking at you, and then eventually the FTC might start looking at you. And then all of a sudden you get hit with like deviated, deceptive marketing practices. Like we got jammed up last time, dude. We had to pay a big fine to the attorney general. I had to do a deposition on the phone with the attorney general. I was like scared. I had my attorney on the phone and he was like, all right, listen, they're going to ask you questions. He's like, and only answer when I tell you to. So the attorney general was asking me a question and he'll be like, all right, go ahead, you can answer that. I was like, what the fuck? Mm-hmm. This is like, scary shit, because we were walking the edge back then. We're not doing that shit no more.
So you figured out a way to outsource a part of this business to help.
What's up, Cassie?
To help you kind of like move like a little bit faster in a way, or
the call center business.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, we have three full-time people in the Philippines helping us with the business that are doing like the stuff that's not required to speak to customers. Mm-hmm. A lot of the document gathering and just CRM kind of stuff. And then we have 3 full-time girls here that are handling the phone calls and the intake calls and the transfers and stuff like that. But that's that's something that we didn't do last time. There wasn't that much outsourcing going on that we didn't know how to do it back then. Now we're leveraging people who work harder than people here and get paid a lot less, because for them $500 a month is like $3,000 a month here for somebody.
A lot of credit card companies, they do that. That's why you guys, when you call into like the credit card companies and you can't even, they barely speak English. I barely speak English correctly.
Everybody's got it. Amazon does it. You don't even know who you're getting on the phone. India, Philippines, Costa Rica, Nicaragua, everywhere.
Amazon just hired 1,500 people in Costa Rica. They were talking about it while we were down there.
1,500
for customer service.
Yeah, I mean, they're good. They work hard. Yeah. Like I said, Pinterest is the 3. Yeah, I don't hear much about Pinterest, but I mean, I know it's a
Pinterest.
It wasn't doing shit. It wasn't doing that much for us for merch.
It's just a different platform. Like it's great if you're trying to sell something like to women. It's great.
41 minutes. What are you selling?
Oh, what am I selling on the phones? We sell B2B marketing services. We sell websites, SEO, all kinds of B2B stuff. I can't specifically read you my script and give you the secret sauce. If you want to pay for that, you could pay for that. We're going to be opening up resellers soon, so we're always trying to do things that we could scale big. And the end game for us is to be able to bring on resellers who want to start their own call center and then have like resellers all over the country. You got an office in Utah of a guy running an office, and he's got 10 guys there. A guy in Jersey with 12 guys. A guy in Texas with 8 guys. And that's how you get to scale fast. Yeah. It's a lot easier to do it that way than to me. It's easier to hire 1,000 people or just bring on a bunch of resellers all over the country to get 1,000 people. It's much faster to do it that way.
Now, how are you guys handling compliance there? Is it that they're their own separate operation and they're just like, how do you guys handle that? Because obviously you don't have control over it at that point.
I don't know how we're going to do it. So there's a couple ways you could do it. You could do it where the responsibility is on them and you merchant your own deals, right? Or you could do it where you do the processing and you do the compliance and you take the transfer after the sale. And then we do the
you do all the actual closing.
Yeah.
Like basically you take care of all the final details.
So like the guy in Utah would make a sale and then transfer the call over to somebody who would take the guy's information down and and do everything that we have to do. So I don't know which way we're going to go with it yet, because if we take on the merchant thing ourselves, it's a lot more liability. And then also being able to get that kind of volume to process credit cards in our business, in the call center business, we're high risk. We're high risk clients for credit card processing companies. Like when you go to a store, you give a credit card right then and there and you're signing something, right? So they get the best rates. Guys like us, it's CNP, card not present. It's over the phone. You know, so there's a lot more chargebacks and liability for the processing companies. So therefore our rates are higher. And they also don't just let you process $1 million a month. They start you out with like 60 grand. And after 2 months, then they make sure you're good. Then they'll raise you to 80 grand, you know, so it's tough to build that kind of volume. It took us a while to build our previous company up to like $1 million and $1 million in processing a month, you know? So I don't know what we're going to do yet with that, but 100% the goal is to bring on resellers. We were going to do it like sooner than later until I had a hiccup with the initial sale. So now we're changing things up a little bit to be able to bring on resellers, hopefully in a couple months. As fast as we can, we want to do that part of it, you know?
All right, you guys, if you guys this is first time on the show, this is Anthony's been on the show about 2 or 3 times already. So if you guys go back to about a year ago, you guys will see that he is actually just see how his journey, like his whole journey and stuff like that, from when he was doing merch, now he's doing B2B. Right,
B2B,
call
center BS.
Yeah, okay. So it's if you guys it's first time here, like I said, just go back on the channel and look at the previous videos. You can research it on YouTube, and he has his own channel too as well. So
this is something we want to do anyways, just because we're growing also in this business too. It's like we want to bring on other people that are doing different businesses, because guess what? Like there's more than just merch. There's more than just Amazon in this world. Like there's so many different opportunities. So like maybe somebody, hears this and hears you talking about it and like sparks an idea for them or something they want to do, they want to resell or whatever. And like we want to do this with other people too. Just it's interesting. I want to hear about other people and what they're doing.
You should want to know the different kinds of business models, the different ways to make money. Like one thing that we talked about too is, I don't know if we're going to do it, but you could do it. Like back in the day when you had a call center and you had a dialer, you had to have like hardware.
Yeah.
Right. You had to have like all these servers in the fucking room, with smoke coming out of it. Like now it's all in the cloud. So you could, let's say that somebody here wants to make some extra money and they could sell, they're good salesmen, we could set them up from home on an in-home agent. Here you go. Here's the script. Here's the dialer. Load it onto the computer. Load up the data, and they could be on the phone, put a headset on, and be selling for us. So we toyed around with that. I said, look, once we get the content going, I'm sure there's going to be people asking us, hey, is there a way I can work with you? And being an in-home agent and working from home might be something that we might roll out if we're comfortable with it and compliance is in place. So we're open to that idea too. We'll see.
RJ's going to be calling, freaking trying to upload the merch.
We need our affiliate link for that. Come on. Just kidding.
So we'll see where it goes with that. But that's definitely an option. It's just it's a lot to do that. So you got to be careful.
Yeah, but I mean, I think the value in it is like when we have somebody on here that's not from merch or that's not doing Etsy or that's not doing print on demand, right? Like listen to the other things that they're talking about because it's applicable, right? Like business.
It's all applicable.
At the end of the day, business is very related no matter what you're doing. Like at the end of the day, you have to find a product that actually meets a need, that you need to get it out there, market it, sell it, all of those things. Like it's the same process over and over again. It's just different things that you're selling.
Yep.
And also too, guys, we're very transparent with all of our stuff. We don't bring no fake motherfuckers on. So I'm listening. You know what I mean?
I'm the first one to tell you about the failures, and you guys know me for a long time. I'm never one to hide from that. I think that's what calluses your mind, right? Is that shit. You know what I mean? So I'm the first one to tell you all the problems that we have all just what happens. I don't care. That's part of it. That's part of it. That's part of any real business. Anybody lies and tells you otherwise, they're full of shit. Yep. And the bigger of a business that you try to build, the more problems you're going to have, so we have all kinds of fucking problems all the time. I feel like we've solved a lot of the big problems now, but there's still a laundry list of issues that we still have to get right before we could build $100 million company, which at the end of the day is the goal and always will be the goal. It's get rich or die trying, bro.
Okay. Another thing too is, well, we have Anthony on here too, so we want you guys to learn something from him. And we're just all trying to grow, like just in general. Me and Matt talked about this already. We made a little bit of money with merch by Amazon, and now we're growing into other platforms. And not only that, we're just trying to make.
Tell me about merch a little bit. I'm out of the loop. I don't even know what's going on. I know I made like 2,500 of royalties in December. I haven't uploaded a shirt in like 6 months more.
So merch is now open in the UK and Germany for everybody, basically. Okay. They're just doing shirts over in the UK and Germany, though.
No other products. Did they launch iPhone cases yet?
No.
Didn't people have that already?
Some of the some of the partners have iPhone cases, but I guess the printing process is kind of a bitch.
The fucking astrologist got everything. What's his name?
Yeah, Neil deGrasse Tyson. Exactly.
Fucking guy.
I think pop sockets are available for everybody now, right? Too. I don't know if
I think it's at 1,000 tier.
Is it?
I think so.
Yeah. So, but I mean, basically, like everybody has pop sockets now.
Yeah.
We talked about this before the show, but
no freeze in December.
No
right?
freeze in December. They did axe a bunch of the old sellers in Cyber Monday. Like some of the older ASINs got basically whacked and they got converted to the new ASIN, so you lost all your sales rank and lost a shit ton of money.
What the fuck?
Overall, I mean, in the balance, like December was pretty amazing. Like all things considered, like
who killed it? Who killed it in December? Everybody was did Bo crush it in December?
I don't know. I haven't.
Amy crushed it in December. Who? I mean, come on, people post numbers.
Who?
You guys know who really destroyed it in December? I want to know of all the guys that've been grinding for a long time. I want to hear the payout for putting in that fucking time. I know some guys made a lot of money. How'd you do?
I didn't do. Well, to my standard, I didn't do shit. I did like 54, 53.
That's not bad.
Yeah,
that's not bad. We were down. We did.
I'm laughing at that smack that you got me. You guys better start giving me some super chat for that right there.
Yeah, donate a little bit for that one. Yeah. How about this? Every dollar you guys donate, I'll give another slap on the chest.
Yeah, right. I was waiting for that. I was like,
donate. If they do it, I have to do it now. Pop Socket was a winner for me. My best month and got teared up before. Good job.
Yeah,
Good.
I know a lot of people did really well with Pop Sockets in December. Like,
what do you price them out at though?
$14.99. You're making $2.25 on a royalty, but you're selling a lot of them.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I mean, it's you can make shirts that you can curse on now, so you'd be happy.
That I know.
Yeah.
That I know.
And you can do shirts with like drug stuff, like marijuana. I don't know. I've never actually like tried to do anything for like cocaine or anything else. I'm like, who the fuck's gonna buy a shirt about like meth or cocaine?
I did. Look, Conrad, I did 7K in December. Awesome, bro.
Nice.
That's great. Who else? Who else did good in December? I killed Pop Socket in December. Good.
You're gonna come out with some shirts. Call center BS shirts.
You know, I actually made a whole set of call center shirts that we made to like for employee stuff like that, and we never used them yet. But
who's gonna lock them down?
There you go, Jay. I did 4,600 and haven't touched it. There you go. See, that's awesome. Good. Jay DeSouza. I like Jay. Jay's
Man,
a good guy.
it's like that's another thing too. Is like with their
hung out with your partner, Jay.
Larger.
What's her name?
Dion.
Hung out with Dion in Seattle. She's very, very nice. Very, very cool. There's a T-shirt with a pineapple with the. I was like,
Hey,
if you guys want more, I'm making you money. Don't get mad. Big deal. You have red marks on your chest.
Hey, you know what's really funny? You bought that one? That was me.
That's awesome.
Oh my God. It's almost like that. What? Yeah. You guys ever hear that? The porn site, chatter. What's it called, Pat? Chatterbait. Chatterbait.
Chatterbait.
Yeah.
I don't know that one.
It's
Ask the chat. I'm sure they'll know.
who here knows what Who here knows what Chatterbait is? Does anybody know? This is gonna get real filthy. This show in about a minute. Anybody know what Chatterbait is? Yeah, Dion's very good people. I know it's.
There's a delay, so we gotta wait. Like it's gonna start showing.
RJ knows. You know what Chatterbait is, right?
I don't know.
You're the one who told me about it. So it's like a fucking sad to say I do. All right, good. Now I can talk about it. So it's like dude. It's ridiculous. It's a website you go on. As soon as you go on, it's like a live webcam thing, right? And there's just boxes of people doing shit, right? And they're doing shit for tips. But they have women. I'm sorry, I have to say this, but there's women who have like vibrators, inside of them, right? And as the people keep tipping, the speed of the vibrator keeps going up automatically. And there's people like digging the fucking and it's going. It's like Twitch for cam girls. Yeah. It's fucking hilarious, dude. It's hilarious.
That one girl that got mad at me in the big group.
That's Anthony's favorite person. That meme girl.
Oh yeah.
She got mad at me.
Is she on here?
She messaged
5601. Good job.
She messaged Chris to tell him to kick me out of the big group.
I blocked her. I
Yeah.
blocked her on Instagram and everything because she's just out of her
She's
fucking
crazy.
mind. She's out of her mind. Is that on Amazon? What? Chatterbait?
Oh, God.
Just Google it. Oh man. Oh my God. They have vibes in it and ring. Yeah, everything. It's a horrible website. Don't go on it.
Now, are you guys doing the call center just on the West Coast, or you guys have people on the East Coast too?
So we have one upsell guy there, and we have Bonnie and Stephanie, but they're all coming out. Well, Mike's not coming out, but Mike is the kind of guy where he's prototype employee. Even if he works from home, he'll do the right thing. Stephanie's from here, so she's moving down here. Bonnie's hopefully coming out here too. So we're gonna still have the office there, just to have it with my apartment, to have somewhere to go. But we're gonna do it all. The idea in the beginning was to do front sales here and do upsales and customer service there, and then as we kept talking and thinking about moving out here, and then seeing the difficulty of the communication between there and here, we just decided, fuck it, let's just all go out there, So we're coming. I hope the West Coast is ready.
No, you just got sick of the cold weather. You just wanted to come out here.
That's where Anthony is going to have the new lives to pay for. Pay to get his vibrator moving. 8K in December. That's awesome, Joe. I'm on it now. Be right back. You see it, Jay? 8K is good. Bo had to have done 20, 30K.
Probably up there.
Right?
Some girl in the big Facebook group called out all his stuff, was messing with him. He got pissed off and just stopped showing his numbers.
Who, Bo?
Yeah.
Oh, they were trying to call him out?
Yeah.
People are so fucking stupid. You know that? It's like, why would somebody purposely put out, like, it's not like he's selling courses.
Yeah.
Like, why would somebody purposely fudge their numbers? You know what I mean? Can you confirm that Betty? Yeah, she's alive, but I got to tell you, she's not getting the love. No one, when I'm away, Kevin doesn't go up there and water her. I come back, she's all brown and shit, and I try to feed her.
Put her on
that
a
money
plane.
tree.
I got to send her out here. Pat will take care of her, right?
Yep.
Pat will take care of her. I'm going to send her. Well, I'm in California. I can grow a weed plant now.
Good.
Right?
You're going to have a new Betty.
I can have a new Betty, and we can smoke Betty.
This is like the uncut version right here.
I put out our number, but you all won't believe me. Why? I believe. I don't. Why? Go ahead, put it up there.
That's
Haven't seen him since. Say he steals all designs. That's fucked up. That they called Bo out on stealing. That's so stupid.
Yeah.
Betty Boop. Let me see the numbers. I bet he did more like 40K. RJ, you posted some secret guy who made 2,600 in one day. Remember?
Yeah, he made actually $87,000 that whole month.
In December?
Yeah, December.
87K royalties. Tremendous. Triple G Mavs. Is he still all over the place?
they're still there, but they fucking suck.
They suck? What do you mean they suck?
They'll never get trolled for another week.
I don't give a shit. They do. They suck. Like their business, because they didn't fucking grow. Like the guy that we talked about earlier today. Like they didn't grow with merch. They're still putting out the same shit.
Yeah, so you think that they should just...
I mean, I think that they made money, but it's not like what they were doing.
They
Like,
just
you
did that
see
total duplication thing. Take one more. Yeah, I know what they do.
Exactly.
We all see what they do. Hey, Kristen, how'd you do it? Kristen probably crushed it. I didn't talk to Mike while this week. Is Wall in Jersey now?
Wall's in Jersey, yeah. I'm surprised you haven't fucking talked to him since he's been out there.
Did he move there?
Yeah, he's in Jersey.
He moved?
Jersey.
I gotta hit him up.
Yeah.
I gotta hit him up. Why he was all in love and shit. I gotta hit him up. I gotta see him. He's like Central Jersey, I think.
I don't know where he is exactly, but
He's a good guy. I like him.
All right, guys, the show's coming close to an end.
That means RJ's hungry.
Hell yeah, I'm hungry. If you guys have any questions,
you guys saw the back of my head the whole time. At least you can hear me. I'm starting to lose my fucking hair too. This business, dealing with Pat, killing me.
Me dealing with you.
Yeah. We have any questions before we go eat and get a couple of beers?
Anthony eats a couple gummies.
I got my pen right here.
My grandpa gave me some CBD. What is that? Oh, okay. Well, he gave me some CBD oil the other day. He gave me the whole thing, the whole vinyl. It's supposed to be 3 drops.
I
It was
believe
a kid's
Pat.
birthday party. I was tripping out. I was all,
This is the
Grandpa
first.
dosed you?
yeah, I was all
It's
tripping.
the first time they got you live, only because you did it so late. Don't you usually do it this time?
Yeah, this is normal.
I look healthier. Thanks. I don't feel healthier. I feel good, but it's just been a fucking grind, man. Holy shit.
That's an understatement.
Can I ask something about designs? Of course. You're asking the experts right here. Ask away. Magna. Anthony, do you appreciate real carne asada? I had a carne asada quesadilla last night. It was tremendous at La Vida in Costa Mesa.
That place is good.
It's fucking great.
Yeah, that place is good.
Just joined. Am I doing FBA? I'm still doing FBA. We did good last year. We did a little over 2 million, and we're continuing to do FBA. I'm not doing merch. I mean, I have my designs up there and whatever we sell every week, but I'm no longer putting effort into merch. Decided to put the effort into the call center instead. I love merch. I always will. It just wasn't the right vehicle to meet the goals that I want to attain. So. Let's do Mexican.
All right, we can do Mexican. There's plenty of Mexican.
We
Hey,
can
we
do
should
like
show them the shredded million there.
Yeah, go ahead.
How much is that?
That's right.
It's $1 million shredded.
Is it really?
It's $1 million shredded.
$1 million. It's not worth nothing, huh?
I mean, I think it'd be hard to fucking do anything with it.
You can't put this together? You can't put this back
You know what's
together?
funny? Everybody comes into the office. They see that. They're like, hey, can I take that and try and put it together? I'm like, well, it's never going to happen.
Try to put it together.
I mean, you
Where'd
look
you
how
get that
small
from?
these pieces are. I mean,
Where'd you
we're
get that
talking about. Brian got it a gift years ago.
I think it's heavy too, man.
With $1 million
When
weight.
else the right to take a picture from Pixabay? No. The answer to your question is no.
Pixabay?
Yeah, don't.
I
do
thought that was okay to do.
No, a lot of this stuff is just uploaded there without the actual rights for commercial stuff. Like, you need to do research.
Yeah. Listen, if you're just starting out in merch, this is my best advice. Just look at the top 100 sellers, make the same exact shirt, piggyback off their success, all the hard work that they did.
Okay. Yeah.
Algeria. Nice.
Thank you.
Good luck, Ian. Thank you, brother. Thank you, brother. I'll be coming on next week, starting the show again once a week. Hope you guys like it. It's going to be a little different, but it'll be a lot of fun. A lot of the important things with the mindset and the grind and the work ethic, which is the staples of all businesses, and with a little twist on it. So, I'm going to be bringing on some successful people who own call centers, so you can hear from them. Guys that are crushing. I was in Boca Raton 2 weeks ago, and I met with 4 of the call centers that I know. Fucking guys crush all different kinds of stuff. A healthcare floor, one guy doing the reputation management, one guy doing the braces like
Really?
for older people who have pain.
Braces,
Yeah.
not braces.
No, not teeth
Braces.
braces, like knee braces and wrist braces and things like that. Crushing it. So there's so many different, and as I talk about all this stuff on the show, you guys all know because you've all gotten calls like this before. There's so many different campaigns that make a lot of money in this business. It's really, really interesting. It was nice out there too. The weather was good. The weather is very nice right now in Delray and in Boca. It's like it is here right now, 70 degrees. Because in Florida, though, in the summer, it gets so fucking hot, you can't take it, dude. You just walk around sweating. That's why I would never want to move there. Thank you. I appreciate that. No, I'm not going to 10X. I bought the tickets too, and a couple of things happened. Number one,
Anthony realized Grant Cardone is full of shit.
No, I love Grant Cardone, but a couple of things. Number one, my son's birthday is January 31st, and we waited a little late to book it, and we couldn't book anything the previous weekend. So the only openings they had was that weekend. And then my littlest guy said to me, like 3 weeks ago, he was like, "Hey, Dad," he's like, "Are we going to watch Super Bowl again together this year?" And I watched it the last 2 years with him, and he's just starting to get into football. And this thing is on Super Bowl fucking weekend.
I know. I couldn't believe they did that.
I feel like it was almost an oversight.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I was like, he asked me that. There's no way I'm gonna watch it with him every year until I die now. You know what I mean? Like that's not gonna be my thing with him.
Sure.
So I didn't want to leave him for that. So I'm not going,
I know I've seen you be going to like the beach and stuff like that.
Who's that, Alan? I agree with Anthony. Merch sucks. No, I didn't say. I never said that. Merch is good. Everybody has different goals, and some people just want to make enough money to pay some of the extra bills, and it doesn't suck.
Merch is what it is.
It's just it's different for everybody. For me, for what I want to do with my life and the money we want to make and the success I want to achieve, I got to build organization with people. And this is my shit. Sales, leadership, hiring people, sales guys. This is how I'm going to do it. And I'm never going to leave this business again. It was a great experience doing the merch thing. I met a lot of great people that I still hang out with and talk to. But and you know what? Merch is going to make me between $1,000 and $2,000 a month, probably for a long time, hopefully, unless they change some fucking shit again. And you know what? Hopefully in 5 years, I'll say that it was worth doing that time. you know, because it's still bringing in some residual money. So, you know,
if nothing else, merch got you back in the fucking call center business, bro. You'd still been grinding fucking FBA.
You know what?
That's the truth.
You were the one who called. It kind of started when you called me and said, "Yo, you guys see this guy Mike Wall's doing," and then we saw what Mike Wall was doing, and then I started thinking like, "What the fuck are we doing? This guy's making $1 million a month." I'm like, "What the fuck are we doing over here?" And then they started like, let's get back into the call center game, and then we tried doing the B2B merch shit, and that didn't work. Don't try to do that shit over the phones, by the way. Remember I was telling you guys we were gonna do it? Don't even fucking bother. When you try to explain to people over the phone about taking their logo and putting it on a shirt up on Amazon and then using that as a coupon to redeem they don't fucking get it. So don't even bother. You got to do it the way Mike does it. You do door to door, you do events face to face. That's how you do that business.
Yo, what's up, Glenn? What's going on, man?
I'm first as of now in my fantasy. You still got fantasy going on in the Super Bowl? I didn't know they even do that. I think Brady wins again. What do you think?
I like the Patriots side.
I think they win. After watching what he did last week, I was like, this motherfucker is the best.
Yeah.
The greatest of all time.
Yeah, of course. I hate when people
are
doubting him. Like he's like proven so many things, like broken so many records, and just
you know what he did? You know what he did, which he never does though, too, which is like true leadership. After the game was over and he left his locker room, they were celebrating, and he went over to the Kansas City Chiefs locker room and he wanted to go talk to Mahomes. Yeah. And he went into a private room with Mahomes. He's young, and they had a conversation. And Brady's like, and he said, and they asked him what he said. He's like, I'd like to keep that conversation private. But he left his teammates, went and met with that kid who he's probably Mahomes' idol. You know what I mean? And he probably said, "Look, kid, you're the future. I'm going to be gone soon, and you're a competitor, and you're a great player, and like he probably." I'm sure those, they were, you get beat up after a game like that, mentally.
Yeah. Like Kobe did to LeBron when he came over here.
Yeah, exactly. All right.
Let's finish this, guys. If you guys want to follow Anthony or any of his content or anything like that, we'll have this down below in the description. And if you guys are new to this channel or new to the live, welcome. Give the video a thumbs up and subscribe. And we're going to go eat because I am hungry.
RJ wants some tacos.
Yeah, I want some tacos.
Seafood, too. Mexican food, don't matter. Let's go.
Good to see you guys. It's been a while. I'll be back next week. Come to the page, Call Center BS, and let's have some fun again.
Yep.
Thank you, guys.
All right.